Jonathan Fagan.
Hi, PJ. How you doing? How is this practice? Well, actually, that would have been a good question too. But how is this practice compared to typical NBA practice, typical training camp practice? Was it same old, or are things different?
Typical Rockets practice, same old same. I mean, it was exactly how we always practice. We came in, do all the things we normally do, watch a little film, watch some things that we did good, bad, stuff we need to work on, and stuff we need to really take the next step in. And like Coach says, you know, it's all what we put into it. We know what we got. You know, we just got to chip away at it, try to get our momentum back on.
Next question, Tim McMahon.
What's up, PJ?
What's the deal?
Hey, we saw the 85-inch TV that you put on screen. Number one, why do you need a TV that big in a little hotel room? And number two, what's the other most interesting or important thing that you brought with you or had shipped into you?
I hear the second part.
What's the other most important or most interesting thing that you brought to your room with you?
Oh, okay. This is my home for the next 3 months, so I had to make it as much like home as I could. I figured the TV would be okay, but it wouldn't be what I needed. So, you know, I had talked to some friends, doing a boom, had a TV set up, and it's perfect. I don't know how I got it up by myself in quarantine, but I did it, and it's perfect. And the most interesting thing, I mean, everybody's talking about all the shoes I brought, but that's not very interesting. I think probably just all my care products, all the stuff like you have in your home that you always have, having to tote all that stuff here, whole bag full of that stuff, so probably that.
Next question, Christy Rican.
Hey, PJ. Hey. What do you think will be the biggest challenge to playing in this environment and getting ready for the playoffs after not having played as a team for so long?
I think the biggest challenge for everybody, not even just the Rockets, I think for everybody is that you're going to have that self-motivation. I mean, everybody always talks about not playing with fans, not playing with this or that, not having this or that. But at the end of the day, I like it because it's just raw, straight-up basketball. You just come to play basketball every single day at practice and obviously for games. Nobody's going to be there, but it's going to be whatever teams get motivated and really wants to win because that's all it's going to come down to.
Next question, Mark Berman. Mark Berman.
Yeah, PJ, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Number one, you had mentioned recently that going back here is like deja vu, taking you back to your AAU days. Did you have that feel when you were out there? And secondly, since you discussed the shoes, how do you have room for all your shoes, and how many pairs of shoes do you have with you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the second part. Philly's walking in really loud.
I asked you about the going back in the day to your AAU days, right?
Yeah.
And then since you brought up the shoes, how many pairs of shoes did you bring with you, and how do you have room for all of your product?
Yeah, that's the one thing I said would be excited is to come back. We used to come for nationals, Nike Super Showcase every year for years, coming to Florida, come down to Orlando and playing. So I think it's super cool now that, you know, for me, it's like 15 years later. 18 years later, come out here and do the same thing and kind of play. So I'm excited about that. And it's the same guys like me. I used to play against LeBron, play against everybody in these same gyms. So I think that's pretty cool. And I haven't counted how many. I got to do like a little picture or something because everybody's wanting to know. So I barely have any room left in my room, the TV and the shoes. So I'm making it work, though. Making it work. I'm excited.
Next question, Kim Davis.
Hey, PJ, can you just talk about, I don't know, what the biggest challenge is for you guys, just the whole environment, the break, coming back, being in the bubble, and if you think the fact that you guys are such a veteran team, if that gives you any kind of an advantage in this kind of scenario?
I don't know about advantages. Honestly, like I said, it's like being back in college or in high school again, like living in a hotel room, not being so comfortable, not having everything that you want and need. But at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about playing basketball and focusing on that. And that's what I'm super excited about and super happy about. Just being able to play basketball, period. It's been taken away for the last 3 months. So I know a lot of guys are having complaints and this and that, but for me, man, I'm just happy to be able to play basketball again. Today was great in practice. So I'm just super excited. But I don't know about if anybody have any edges from being a veteran team, not being a veteran team. Young teams can have advantages. They've been, those guys are younger. They've been sitting at home, but they don't get as tight as the older guys do. They don't. They're always loose. They're ready to go. They'll jump back on the court and be ready. So I think it's going to be even playing field. I think everybody's going out there with having to sit at home so long. So I think it'll be fun to see everybody play.
Thank you.
Next question, Michael Shapiro.
Hey, PJ. Do you find it as though this long layoff was beneficial for you, or is it kind of a situation where you have to restart your body up again?
It's been both. It's honestly both. For guys like me, you play a lot of minutes. Your body gets beat down a lot during the season. To have that break, especially in the beginning, it was nice. But at the same time, I didn't take much of a break. I knew I couldn't sit around 3 months and I've done nothing than come back out here and play at my level and stay in the shape I need to stay in to be able to play at my level. I started back early, getting work in at my house, in my house gym, and, just working the entire time. So for me, it was more of a focus knowing that we were going to have this day and hoping we would have this day and being prepared and ready for it.
Thank you.
We're going to take 2 more. Next question, 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧.
Hey, PJ. You've talked many times about the importance of communication defensively. So playing without fans, will that help your team communicate better defensively and play better with your switching scheme?
Yeah and no. We got guys on our team that just don't talk. Guys just don't talk no matter what, whether it's fans in the crowd or not. So we still ain't going to be able to hear them. So that's the thing today. We worked on that a lot today. That's going to be huge for us, our defense. And the way we play defense, we got to have communication. Still with a couple new guys, some guys coming back off injury, this, that, and the third. We're going to need everybody to talk and get on the same page and know our language, know what we're saying when we're making switches, when we're staying, when we're, getting crackbacks. Every single term we have, we got to need everybody to know it and to be able to speak out and say it. So that is a big focus.
Thank you, PJ.
Last question, Kaylee Griffin.
Hey, PJ. I was just wondering if you have decided yet whether or not you will wear Tucker on the back of your jersey or one of the other social justice messages approved by the NBA.
I hadn't decided. We had talked about it, but I hadn't decided fully. I've already said I wasn't happy that we had a few more choices, some more choices. I think a lot more choices we could have had. I understand it's tough and the position they're in to try to make it happen. So for me, I just wasn't sure. So I still don't know yet.
Thank you, PJ.
All right. Thanks, guys.